It's now time for the Reverse Sports full game recap. We go all the way back to March the 23rd of the year 2023 when the Nashville Predators were facing off against the Seattle Kraken for the second of three meetings on the season and the first of two back-to-back at Bridgestone Arena. John Hines deploys his lines. Something about this seems familiar. Tomasino, Glass, and Duchesne, Sherwood, Novak, and Evangelista, Trennan, Sissons, and Smith, Afanasyev, Jankowski, and Asplund. Oh yes, it wasn't dramatically changed and switched between the last game and this game. The defensive pairings, McDonough and Favreau, Barry and Gross, Luzon and Foote. UC Saros gets the start in net. 28 seconds into the first period, UC Saros comes up with a save on Gord. It's the first shot on goal of the game at 2:28 of the first period. Sprung comes up with his 18th goal of the season, giving Seattle a 1-0 lead. He fakes going behind the net with the puck. He catches Saros leaving the post, and tucks it off of the pad. Bank shot and into the net. Seattle holds a 1-0 lead in the first period at Bridgestone Arena. At 6:01, Sprong back for more, but this time Saros comes up with a stop. Nashville cannot hit the net with any of their opportunities. It is a ton of skating out there, and to be honest with you, our good friend Renegade 55 Chris Martell identified this first period as quite an incredible basketball game to watch. That's just how it looked out there for long stretches of the first period. Then Seattle started blocking everything, and the Nashville Predators went from missing the net to having their shots blocked. So we go all the way to the 9:43 mark of the first period. Saros comes up with a save on Eberle, and then we go all the way to 19:32 when Saros comes up with a save on Gord's backhand. We went almost 10 minutes without a shot on goal. The Preds missed 9 shots. Seattle blocked 7 shots, all right there in the first period. Seattle outshoots the Preds 7-3 in the first period, and I've got to tell you, everybody noticed it. The lack of whistles, the low event nature of this first period, no penalties, only the one goal. In real time, this entire period, 20 minutes of regulation hockey, was played in about 29 minutes of real time on the clock. One of the fastest periods I have ever witnessed in my entire life. We go to 1:14 in the second period. Saros comes to save on Eberle's backhand at close range. 2:09. Saros to save on Schwartz. 2:59. Saros another save. This time on Morgan. 4:51. McCord now. Time to go to work. Comes with a save on Smith. His tip near the crease was dangerous. 5:17. McCord comes up with another save on Novak. And the Nashville Predators now equaled their first period shots on goal in 5:17 of just the second period with 3. Now doubling their total for the game of now 6. 8:03 of the second period. Saros comes with a save on Fraden. Low snap shot with the glove. 9:36, Luzon's off the box, 2 minutes for holding, and at this point, it was more like a collision, and I gotta tell you, I don't label it this way very often, but for the officials to call this kind of a dick call right there. Saros has to come up with a save on Tolvanen. Just had to get through that. 14:01 of the second period. Sherwood's 4th goal of the season ties the game at 1 apiece between the Nashville Predators and the Seattle Kraken. It was a rebound put back from the faceoff dot off of Barry's long shot, kicked out off the pad all the way to the faceoff circle. Sherwood does not miss on the conversion. We've got a 1-1 hockey game. 14:01 in the second period. 14:31 into the second. Larson's off the box, 2 minutes for tripping. The Nashville Predators not able to generate a single shot on goal. Luke Evangelista, though, did just miss a deflection there near the top of the crease area that would have gone for a really sweet scoring chance. 19:42, Saros comes up with a save on Wenberg off the rush. We hit the intermission. Better job by the Nashville Predators in the second period, obviously tying the game up, but also generating 10 total shots on net. Now at the end of the second period, Seattle has 16 shots. The Nashville Predators have 13 shots. We go into the third period, tied at 1 apiece, and at 1:27 of the third, Saros comes up with a save on Borgen. 2:13 of the third, Saros comes up with a save on Schwartz. Rebound put back off of the post, the full stretch by UC Saros. 2:57. McCord back on the clock. He comes with a save on Asplund. 5:21. Saros comes up with a save on Schultz's deflection. The degree of difficulty for UC Saros in this third period has gone from routine to extreme, and there is no doubt he is having to utilize every tool he has in the box here in this third period. 7:44 of the third. Saros a save on Alexiak. 9:37. Saros another save on Dunn. 9:47. Foote is off to the box, 2 minutes for cross-checking. It was an outstanding PK by the Nashville Predators, and mainly because of the really solid D support, blocking shots, clearing loose pucks, and not allowing anything to get really close to UC Saros. At 14:25, McCord comes up with a save on Barry's long shot. It was a tricky low shot with a little spin move coming off the half wall. 15:43, McCord comes up with a save on Sherwood. 18:29 of the third, Tanev's off the box, 2 minutes for boarding. He was hot about that call, but it was a boarding call. The difference between a good, clean, hard hit and boarding is about 2 feet of separation from the wall, and in this particular situation, Sherwood was 2 feet away from the wall. This was clear boarding, no matter how much Tanev wanted to complain about. Nashville Predators, great opportunity for a power play, but unable to generate any shots on goal before the end of regulation. 28 for Seattle at the end of regulation, 18 shots on goal for the Nashville Predators. We have a carryover 29 seconds of the power play into the overtime, so it's a 4-on-3 power play. Nothing doing for the Nashville Predators, so we return to 4-on-4 hockey, which is where we're going to stay for a while. 1:17 of the overtime with 4-on-4 now. McCord comes up with a save on Fabro. 2:42. McCord comes up with a save on Evangelista. 4:41. McCord, another save on Evangelista, holds the puck. That's the first whistle of the overtime session. So we return to a 3-on-3 format for just the final 19 seconds of the overtime session. Of course, we head to the shootout, tied at 1 apiece, and the shots on goal at the end of regulation, end of shootout, at the end of regulation and overtime, 28 for Seattle, 24 for Nashville. We go to the shootout, and it's Matt Duchesne going 5-hole with perfection to start the shoot off, and then Tomasino ends the shootout with the 5-hole slider, and the Nashville Predators come away with the 2-1 victory, outshot 28-24 on home ice, but they are still very much alive in the wild card playoff race. Seattle picking up a point doesn't help the Nashville Predators, but the Preds picking up 2 points certainly keeps them up to pace with Winnipeg, and they did gain 1 point on Seattle by way of gaining 2 points, with Seattle only gaining 1. So a 3-point game split between the Nashville Predators and the Seattle Kraken in favor of the Preds. The Preds get a little redemption for that road trip out to Seattle, and they'll have one more opportunity to win the regular season series against the Seattle Kraken coming up on Saturday afternoon, right after the Pecorine statue unveiling. For the Nashville Predators, a victory would go a long way to helping them, but it's going to be a big weekend. 4 points on the line, 2 against Seattle on Saturday, 2 against Toronto on Sunday. We got the Renegades of Puck. They need to get in the trenches. They need to give you some analysis, some intel, and tell you everything that's going on. We had multiple Renegades of Puck at the game tonight, and they are in the trenches. Sean C. Smith coming up, Brian Basson coming up, the box score, stats, analysis, opinions, and so much more right here on the Renegades of Puck podcast.
Hello.